It is Wednesday the 3rd of February and I'm hugely excited because I've just come off the phone from a call with Allison Ogden-Newton, who is the Chief Executive Officer of Keep Britain Tidy. So nobbled Allison on Twitter, got a phone call set up for today. We've talked about fly tipping, we've talked about litter, we've talked about verge destruction, we've talked about the fantastic work that Keep Britain Tidy have done with various councils around the UK. And the one thing that I've taken away from the call is that Keep Britain Tidy can partner with councils and have partnered with councils to go and understand the behaviour that's happening with certain things. So littering can be very different in certain areas, dog fouling for example. And she told me about various case studies. One was Harrogate Council, where they did a campaign that's called We're Watching You, involving posters, bright yellow posters with eyes, and how this drove down dog fouling by 90%, which is absolutely incredible. When I talked to Alison about the things that are on residents' minds in St Albans, the one thing that she picked up on that Keep Britain Tidy haven't already done with another council is really explore fly tipping. So you might know, if you're one of my residents, that I campaigned last year to become a part of St Albans City and District Council on the basis that I want to do things about litter, fly tipping and verge destruction. So I'm really excited by the prospect of doing something with Keep Britain Tidy. Knowing that there is a passion as well with a portfolio holder for the environment, Dan Chichester-Miles, I'm hopeful that we can do something. And my first thinking, rather than start with a fly tipping project, which will be slightly bigger, something we've got going imminently is I've got some signs coming up to go on the A414 and I think some other A roads as well. This has been driven in part by me, by Dan, the portfolio holder, and also officers at the council who are completely committed to trying different things and making an impact. We are going to put up some signs on the roads to reduce, hopefully, littering that comes out of cars. We've seen it work well in other councils, and I'm thinking now, having just spoken to Alison, that I almost want to put the brakes on that project and bring Keep Britain Tidy in to work with us and look at the difference that having signs can make by measuring the amount of litter that we've got on both sides, for example, of the A414 as a starting point. So we take a measure, and then we introduce signs on one side of the road and not the other, and then we collect data perhaps in a month or 3 months' time and look at how much rubbish is being collected on one side versus the other. Now, this is all just a complete excited thought in my mind at the moment. Nothing has been signed off. Clearly I've got to discuss this with my colleagues, but I wanted to let you know, as someone that's interested and aligned in this thinking around the need to do something in St Albans to drive down litter, and I would love you to join me and get involved in this, and just wanted to share that with you. So nothing's promised as yet, but that's my thinking, and great work whatever you're doing in your part of the district to keep it tidy.